What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's talk. All right, I am back with more hot topics. So let's get started right now with the one and only, the legendary, my auntie in my head, Gladys Knight. Look, y'all leave my auntie alone. I mean, seriously, y'all leave my auntie Gladys Knight alone. Okay, for those of you who don't know, she was asked to sing in this year's upcoming Super Bowl. She was asked to sing the national anthem. And apparently she has just pretty much broken the internet. She has set the world on fire because she agreed to do this. Now, honestly, in my honest opinion, I really don't feel that this is one of those situations like a couple years ago with Chrisette Michele, because we all know what that situation was about. And Chrisette Michele definitely shot herself in the foot and pretty much destroyed her entire career because so many people asked Chrisette Michele, do not. Now they didn't ask, they just flat out begged her, Chrisette, please do not sing in the Orange One's inauguration ball. Don't do it. It's horrible. Too much unrest. Everything is going on in the country. You don't need to do this. But Chrisette, she pushed forward. She did it anyway because she needed that money. And look at where she is now. The woman you have not heard hide nor hair of Chrisette ever since she agreed to do that a couple years ago. Y'all, I really don't feel that this is that type of situation. You know, this is fast forward 2 years later when they asked Gladys Knight to sing in the upcoming Super Bowl, you know, to do the national anthem. Gladys Knight said yes, and her reason for doing this is because she pretty much stated, you know, Gladys Knight, she laid out her facts, you know, she laid out the stats. She said that I've been singing for many decades, you know, I've had to go in the back door of many theaters, you know, way before any of you all were born, and she's definitely been on the front line with Patti LaBelle and Aretha Franklin and all those other women that pretty much broke barriers for our race in terms of being an entertainer, you know, singing and marching, and she did all of that stuff. And her reason for singing the national anthem in the Super Bowl is basically because she wants to, you know, give that song a voice again and remind people as to why they are, you know, why we sing that song as Americans. Now, I already know people that are watching this, y'all gonna disagree with everything that I said. I already know. I can hear the arguments right now. And that's fine. You guys can disagree with me in the comment section if you want to. Just keep it respectful. Do not call me out of my name. And be respectful to other people down in my comment section, because one thing I'm not going to tolerate is disrespect, because I will absolutely block and delete you. I don't care how long I've known you. I don't care who you are. If you come disrespectful, you will get deleted. So know that. All right. But anyway, but in terms of Gladys Knight, look, this is her reason, and we have to respect that. I don't have a problem with Gladys Knight singing in the Super Bowl. Now, am I watching the Super Bowl? Absolutely not. Since the boycott started, I think it was last year with the Super Bowl when we started standing with Kaepernick, I've not seen the Super Bowl. I didn't watch any football. I didn't watch any of that. I'm still not watching that garbage because too much is going on in this country right now. And to this day, 2019, January 20th, I still stand with Kaepernick, and I will not be watching the NFL. I will not support them. But that is my decision. And let me just point out some hypocrisy. I really do have a problem with some of these people that are so angry with Gladys Knight, because where were you last year? Weren't you just the same people that were all, I'm standing with Kaepernick. Oh, we boycotting the Super Bowl. And then after a while, y'all started putting your jerseys back on. Then after a while, y'all started talking about the games that you've been watching. And all of a sudden, for a lot of you all, we haven't heard anything from you. It's like the boycott never even existed. Y'all just completely, because y'all love football so much, y'all have completely stopped. I don't know whether you stopped standing with Kaepernick. I don't know where you are with this thing. All I know is a lot of y'all are watching football again. And here's the thing. I'm not judging you for that. If you want to watch football, That's all on you. I decided to stand with Kaepernick, and I'm standing by that. I'm just not watching football, and I'm just, completely boycotting it. But that's just me. So all I'm saying to all of you that conveniently stood with Kaepernick for about 5 seconds last year, you guys are in no position to all of a sudden now start pointing the finger at Gladys Knight. And if you're going to get mad at Gladys Knight for singing the national anthem, make sure you get mad at all of those athletes that are still playing the game. Get mad at all of those black athletes that decide to not kneel. You cannot lay all of this at the feet of Gladys Knight, because I'm so sick and tired of this convenient this hypocrisy and this convenient outrage when it suits you, when it goes against something that you don't want. I mean, how hypocritical is that for you to be wearing a football jersey and then shaking the finger at Gladys Knight, telling her you can't sing the national anthem because you cooning or you doing this, meanwhile you enjoying your game? I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. You either gonna protest this thing or just leave it alone altogether. This selective outrage is just getting too much for me. So that's where I stand with it. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Gladys Knight. She's a woman of a particular age, and she has put in the years and the work in terms of not just being a phenomenal performer, but being a civil rights activist as well. Because a lot of those girls back then, that's what they had to do. Aretha Franklin had to do it. Patti LaBelle, Shirley Caesar. Those women, they broke down barriers, man. They were like literally singing down in the South, getting chased out, literally chased out of the South. They were singing in places where African Americans were not allowed in the audience. And as performers, they had to come through the back door. They had to go up the elevator, the elevator, the freight elevator, just to get to the stage. So, sorry, we can't be hypocritical about that thing. So, again, y'all leave my auntie alone. I don't have a problem with Gladys Knight. If this is what she wants to do, then fine, then so be it. So I'm not going to judge her for that. I won't be watching her sing it because, like I said, that's my preference. So y'all leave my auntie alone. All right. So that's all I got about that. Okay. This next segues into another situation. As a matter of fact, this situation is right here in St. Louis. A local newscaster for KTVI Fox 2 by the name of Kevin Steincross. Basically, a few days ago, he was reporting on some celebration that's right here in St. Louis. And when it came time for him to pronounce the name Dr. Martin Luther King, he didn't say Dr. Martin Luther King. He said Dr. Martin Luther Coon. That's right, you heard me. Instead of saying Dr. Martin Luther King, he said Dr. Martin Luther Coon. Now, just chew on that for a minute. Let's digest that for a minute. And I saw the clip of him saying it, and I'm sorry. There is no way in the world, especially this man. He's been on Fox 2 for many, many years now. And he's to my knowledge, he's an intelligent man. He speaks well. He's quite articulate. How do you go from king to coon? I don't understand that. Dr. Martin Luther King. As a matter of fact, that name is so ingrained in our memories. How do you not know how to pronounce that? I'm sorry. And then, so apparently, one of the viewers here locally in St. Louis caught it and called into the station, or I think they emailed the station and pointed it out. So he came back out, I guess, a little bit later with some, and I saw that his apology too, with some little weak apology, claiming that he has respect for Dr. Martin Luther King, and he didn't realize that he had said it, and it was a clear mistake, and and he's respectful and blah blah blah. I'm sorry, I'm calling BS on the whole thing. I don't believe him for 2 seconds. I don't believe that man for 2 seconds that he did not know how to pronounce King. There's no way in the world. I mean, just think about it. King, coon. How do you mix up those two? So I'm not buying it. this is my thought. I really do feel in his private life, he has said that quite often. I believe in his private life, he on a regular calls black people coon. And probably he and his friends sit around joking, saying, oh, Dr. Martin Luther Coon. And I believe in his professional life, his brain went to what he normally does off camera. And before you know it, he said, Dr. Martin Luther Coon. I believe that was in his spirit to say that. And I do not buy it. I don't know what, apparently the station is standing by him. After all, this is Fox News. So keep that. But anyway, so the station is standing by him, and they're basically saying that he's sorry and blah blah blah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I would love for you to know. Not just my local people here in St. Louis, but just abroad, those that are watching this video. Do you think that a man that has been in the news for as many years as Kevin Steincross, and as experienced and articulate that he is, that he made a mistake in pronouncing king to coon? Are you guys buying that? Hands. Show of hands. Who all buys that? Because I'm just not buying it. But anyway, you guys let me know what you feel in the comment section, because I think he's lying. I don't believe him at all. So that's all I got to say about that. So y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think about it. I really would like to know. All right. So next, more Wendy Williams. I don't know, y'all, man. This Wendy Williams thing is just going from bad to worse to, oh my God. So apparently right now, as it stands with Wendy Williams, her people are pretty much saying that she is gone from her show indefinitely. And as of January 28th, they are actually going to start putting in actual just single hosts for her show. Because like right now, they are doing like a whole panel like discussion and doing hot topics the whole, for the rest of the hour or so. But as of January 21st, they're just gonna have like, just one person. I guess they're gonna, I don't know how they're gonna work this thing out. I guess maybe they're gonna go to different celebrities and have them take different days, or however they want to do it. I mean, Lord knows there are a lot of out of work celebrities that would love to do that job. So that's where we are with that whole Wendy Williams thing. It's just a bad situation all the way around. I mean, they're claiming that Wendy Williams is pretty much in the hospital right now, and her Graves' disease has kicked in and she's been hospitalized. Look, y'all, I don't know how much of that to actually believe, because after all, I really do, in my heart of hearts, feel that Wendy Williams is embarrassed. I think she's ashamed. I think there's some serious issues going on in that marriage with her husband, and I think Wendy Williams is pretty much backed into a corner, and she really doesn't know how or when or what's going on with this situation, or how she's going to get out of this situation. Because like I said in my last video, look, Wendy Williams put a lot of stuff out there in the universe, and the stuff has just come back to hit her, and it's hitting her in her face pretty hard. And I'm not saying that her Graves' disease is not acting up. God bless her, and I really wish her the best with her health, because Graves' disease is nothing to laugh at, and it's nothing to take lightly. But I do feel that Wendy Williams is embarrassed, and she probably just doesn't know how to come back to the show, especially since she built her entire career on dragging people and being the queen of hot topics, So there's a whole lot going on there, But thank God that the show is still going on, because after all, it's not just about Wendy Williams. It's about the producers. It's about the production, it's about the lighting people, the makeup people. These are all people that are a part of that show. And guess what? They have jobs. I mean, if the show cancels, you're going to have a whole bunch of people out of work. And I really don't feel that Wendy Williams would ever want that for her staff. Yeah, Wendy Williams can be pretty mean and pretty spiteful, but I really do feel that she genuinely cares about her staff. Well, at least that's what I heard, though I did hear a few other things. But I really do feel that Wendy Williams, I would want her staff to continue to work. And I want those people to work, because, no one wants to be out of a job. That sucks. So anyway, so you know what? that's where they are with that show right now. So it should be really interesting to see if the whoever owns the show, if they can continue to keep that going, indefinitely is definitely not a good sign. They're saying that she won't be back to that show indefinitely. So it sounds like it could be the beginning of the end of the Wendy Williams show as we know it. I don't know. So I'm just praying for the whole situation. I'm praying for Wendy Williams and her health. I'm praying for those people. I pray that they keep their jobs. So all we can do is just wait and see and just kind of, I guess, sit back and watch how this whole thing develops. But, Godspeed to Wendy Williams, and I wish her well and I wish her good health. All right. So setting that aside, I want to talk about, I just want to talk about a nothing situation right now. Okay. Random thought. I was out in public the other day and I saw a young lady with pajamas on. She was at the store. As a matter of fact, it was at Target when I saw her. Y'all, I'm so sick and tired of seeing people in their pajamas out in public. Y'all, what is that? What does that mean? Why are people wearing pajamas out in public? Like, she had literally one of those full-on onesie things, As a matter of fact, you remember my video last month when I had the bunny costume with the ears and stuff on? She had like a full-on furry onesie with those big old cloth shoes that are real popular right now. Those soft, cushy cloth footy shoes or whatever. And here's my thing. It's just crazy, she was young, so maybe that has something. But then again, I don't know. I've seen some older people do that stuff too, and it's just really weird. But my thing is, if you're gonna do pajamas in public, can you at least wash them? Can you at least not wear nasty, filthy, trifling, furry pajamas out in public? If you have to wear pajamas out in public, I don't like to see people in pajamas out in public. I really wish you wouldn't do it. But if you're gonna do it, can you at least wash them? I don't know. That's all I want to know. Y'all let me know what do y'all feel about people in pajamas out in public. I personally can't stand it. It just irks me, and it just looks trifling and nasty, especially when they're nasty. And then when you get to those shoes, I mean, think about it. Those little furry feet things, I mean, you are like literally walking on the parking lot, you're walking in the grass, you're walking in the dirt. So of course, they're gonna get dirty and they're gonna look nasty. So I don't know. I just think the whole thing is gross. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about people that wear pajamas out in public and those furry pajama shoes. And so that's just my little random nothing thing I wanted to talk about. But anyway, that's all the time I got, y'all. I just wanted to hit you guys with the latest hot topics right now because it's just getting crazy out there. So y'all let me know what you think and what you feel about all of the things that I discussed in this video. You guys, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for continuing to support this channel. You guys, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe right now. Right now, I want you to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead. Where's that button? Which way is it? Anyway, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. All right? And say something. Talk to your boy. Holla at me, all right? Okay. That's all the time I got, y'all. And I will holler at you later.